Welcome to part 3 of my garage series. Today we're going to be talking about cheap lighting. Properly lighting your garage is super important because it's a lot more difficult to get the job done if you can't see what you're doing. It used to be that the only way to get really good lighting in your garage was to use fluorescent lighting. That's not the case anymore. LEDs are so prevalent now that you can get all sorts of cheap, super bright LED lighting and not have to worry about ballast and expensive fluorescent lights and the bulbs going out. LEDs are definitely the way to go. The best bulb that I have found is there is a 1500 lumen white light LED bulb that I get at Walmart. It's the Great Value brand. I think $6 or $7 a bulb. It's really not expensive at all. As you can see, they're putting out a ton of light. I'm not sure how well the camera's picking that up. I have 4 across the ceiling. I've got 2 in my garage door opener on the right. Once I replace the old garage door opener to the left, I'll have 2 more. For my bench lighting, I've got 4 more bulbs going all the way across. As you can see, I have a metal guard plate up here. That's to make sure all the light's not shining directly into your eyes and it's being reflected down towards what you're working on. Aside from the fixed lighting, I also use those same bulbs in 3 different work lights that are made up from old lamps. So I've got 2 that are just the open bulb that'll light up a broad space, and I have 1 that is in a focused cone. Right now I've got a paper towel over it so it gives a little bit of a softer light for when I'm shooting. But these bulbs put out a ton of light. They are super cheap. They don't use a lot of power and they last for a very long time. So it is a great bulb. It's a great alternative to a complicated fluorescent lighting system. I also have 2 smaller work lamps I use. I have the one on the left, which is a little cheapo one you get at the counter at the auto parts store, and the one on the right, it's a little bit more expensive, puts out a ton more light, and it's nice because both of those have magnets so I can stick them to wherever I'm working, see what I'm doing, get the job done, and stop fighting with flashlights and my phone light and all that stuff. Odds are your garage already has at least 1 light bulb in it that is not the garage light, so if you already have just 1 single little bulb that was just there so you could see to walk in and out of the garage, go ahead, replace that bulb, and it's super easy to daisy chain and wire up a bunch of other lights off of that 1 bulb. A traditional incandescent bulb uses a lot more power than a modern LED bulb, so you don't have to worry about throwing a circuit breaker or anything like that or putting too much load through the wire. If you don't feel comfortable installing the lights, you might know someone who does, or you can definitely hire someone to do it. They won't charge you that much money, but it's really not hard to connect all of these bulbs. Each of the little sockets is like $3, so for less than $100 you can definitely light up your garage like it's daylight and have a bunch of different work lights so that no matter where you're working in your garage, you have good proper lighting, because it's a lot harder to fix something if you can't see it. So drop some comments below, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next week.